today on 15 on 15.
Aruba receives a surprise visit from Maryland's Secretary of State. Plus, Aruba's own CEO of the Aruba Tourism Authority receives a special award. And Atia celebrates 70 years. Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's start off with Aruba's latest local news topic. Aruba's cruise ship tourism attracts visitors from all around the globe. Many influential individuals have been taken by Aruba's atmosphere once they set foot on the docks. This was no different in the case of Maryland's Secretary of State. On a vacation cruise stop here on the island, he took it as far as to meet with the government officials to discuss possible partnerships in the future. John Woodman Smith is an American politician from Maryland, which is currently serving as the 71st Secretary of State in this U.S. state. This position was appointed to him by the Governor of Maryland and confirmed by the state Senate. He confirms that his party has been very active since the installment in January, and they hope to close international partnerships. Mr. Woodman Smith has visited the island on various occasions and has always enjoyed it.
It was an excellent meeting, a chance for me, I'm down here on vacation on the cruise ship Eclipse, but it's the first time I've had a real opportunity to meet with any of the government officials. And our new government, which is headed by Governor Larry Hogan in Maryland, we just started in January, but we're doing lots of things and lots of outreach to various countries. And Aruba was a perfect opportunity to be here on vacation, but at the same time to meet with the officials and get their views on things that we can work together on. So there's a number of things that we talked about in education and in culture and in business that I think are going to be things that we'll be able to build on.
Moving forward, with the Aruba airport being amongst the most innovative in the Caribbean, the management is constantly reinventing their traditional processes. When traveling from the U.S. to Aruba, visitors are required to fill in an embarkation and disembarkation card once on board. On this form, passengers will fill out passport numbers, flight information, and personal details, amongst other data. Now, the Aruba Airport Authority has renovated this process by making it completely online. This is ED Card. The ED Card is a new revolutionary way to follow the Aruba immigration protocol, and it is very simple. This new innovative process will facilitate and shorten the waiting period upon arrival. Here is how it works.
Are you traveling to Aruba? Now you can fill in the embarkation/disembarkation card completely online. This service is completely free of charge and can be filled in from a PC, laptop, or mobile device. This online system is easy, convenient, and supports paperless traveling. Prior to your departure, log on to www.edcardaruba.aw and fill in your traveling details at least 48 hours in advance. Each family member has to be entered separately. Also, a valid passport and email address is required, as confirmation of your registration will be emailed. Although we support paperless travel, you can always print a copy for your own convenience. Upon arrival, the immigration officer will scan your passport and the system will match your details from the online data. This will provide travelers for reduced waiting times upon arrival at the immigration booths. And more time to enjoy Aruba, the one happy island.
This website will also have a link to all the events happening on the island, as well as the Happiness Builder. Therefore, Aruba's visitors will be able to know more about the island before even setting foot. Moving forward, over the course of the past year, Aruba has received an addition to their police force, the K9 unit. This consists of a group of Rottweilers which assist Aruba's police force in their task. Different departments on the island, such as Kia, the airport, and Customs, have requested to also have a furry friend assistant. This week, Aruba's Customs Department has received the certification to own and train their own drug-sniffing Springer Spaniels. With the training of these dogs, the customs process will speed up and become more efficient. These canines have a 90% success rate in U.S. airport security checks. And although this is the first dog, the Customs Border Control officers are planning to introduce 4 more to their team. Stick with us because we'll be right back with more 15 on 15 after a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we have the results for Caribbean Tourism Director of the Year. Thank you for staying with us. Last year, the Caribbean Journal launched the first ever Caribbean Travel Awards to honor the hotels, destinations, and people who help make Caribbean travel improve each and every day. This year, the awards have been held once again, but they looked at both the perspective from the people who travel to the Caribbean as well as the impact the tourism industry has on the region as a whole. Find out if Aruba made the cut. These awards aim to recognize both the material and human aspects from the Caribbean. Awards range from Best Hotel of the Year, Best Hotelier of the Year, to aspects of the destination itself. For the category of Best Caribbean Tourism Director, Aruba's own CEO of the Aruba Tourism Authority, Ronella Chin-Ashu Cruz, takes the prize for her innovative and creative plan of action for the island. Over the past year, Aruba's Tourism Authority has strongly pushed on new markets, international campaigns, and modern projects, all to attract Aruba's ideal visitor. The article in the Caribbean Journal states, "Tiny Aruba has grown into one of the heavyweights of the Caribbean tourism industry, a high-thinking tourism market that is often 1 or 2 steps ahead of much of the region when it comes to tourism promotion. That's in large part to executives like Ronella Chin-Ashu, who helped steward another year of outstanding arrival growth, nearly 15%, and kept the destination's brand fresh and creative." Congratulations to Ronella with this achievement. Staying on the topic of international recognition, Yahoo Travel recently posted an article titled, "Why Everybody is Dying to Go to This Caribbean Island," which highlights the big push Aruba has made within the tourism market and how far it has come along in the past couple of years. This article by Yahoo Travel has claimed Aruba is the new Caribbean hotspot. The newsletter states Aruba, long considered a prime touristic destination, is in the middle of a Caribbean boom. According to the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Aruba has a banner travel year in 2014 with a record of 1.7 million visitors, which is a 9.5% increase over the previous year. This year, Aruba is on the verge of an encore. After receiving a record number of annual visitors in 2014, the Aruba Tourism Authority sets an aggressive goal for an 11.5% increase in 2015 and is on track to surpass that goal. In addition, in the first half of 2015, the island has experienced a 16.2% increase in tourist stopovers arrivals, which is the largest growth of any Caribbean destination. To read this entire article, you can visit yahootravel.com. Moving forward, after less than a month since the JetBlue Mint cabin has been introduced to the Caribbean islands, travelers have stated that they are crazy about this service. Therefore, JetBlue has announced that they will be expanding these services in the Caribbean. After less than a month, travelers to the Caribbean have spoken, and so JetBlue is expanding its Mint Premium cabin offering in the Caribbean. The New York City-based carrier announced that it would be offering the Mint Premium service on flights to Barbados and Aruba year-round. The service only launched last month and initially planned only as a seasonal offering. The response from JetBlue customers has exceeded their expectations on the Aruba and Barbados route, and they will be expanding their Mint services to year-round for customers of these top destinations. JetBlue will now operate round-trip Mint services on Saturdays between New York and Barbados, and although year-round services has not been officially announced yet, customers' demand is very high. The Mint services include amenities like tapa-style menu by New York restaurants, coffee from a specialty built-in cappuccino machine, amenity kits by Birchbox, desserts from Blue Marble, and lie-flat seats. Additionally, the northbound routes include regionally inspired meals such as pan-seared flying fish, curated by a local culinary team. Turning the page for a great way to wind down this weekend, Fusion is the place for an exquisite steakhouse experience. The event will take place this Friday, December 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. This will be the food sampling of the year of their all-new menu, and everyone is welcome to join. On this night only, Moët Ice will be available for $9 a glass, but for the first 30 guests to arrive, this glass of champagne will be completely free. So to experience great food, drinks, and a live band, you cannot miss out on this event. We'll be right back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break. After the break, this is Atia's 70-year celebration. Thank you for staying tuned to 15 on 15. The Aruba Trade and Industry Association recently held their annual corporate event in celebration of their 70-year anniversary. During this evening, international speakers spoke on the topic of work's flexibility in the market and how it is applicable to the island. The keynote speaker, which is the regional vice president for the International Organization of Employees, spoke on topics that hit close to home, such as the current debate on the elimination of the 1613X work contract law.
I understand that labor market flexibility is a very hot issue here in Aruba because of some ongoing and perhaps some future changes to your labor code. What I was asked to talk about encompasses things like non-standard forms of employment. That means forms of employment that are different from permanent, open-ended contracts, so short-term and temporary contracts, and also labor market flexibility, and that means the kind of employment protection legislation that you have, the ability of employers to terminate contracts and to lay off employees.
Ms. Goldberg was also interested to know that Aruba has been investing in lifelong learning and integrating education in the island's economic pillar.
I think that this is extremely smart and extremely forward-thinking of your government to make this a priority. And there's lots of reasons for that. One obvious one is that in a small island, your biggest natural resource is your people. And that's just as well because in the kind of economy that's emerging in the world, knowledge and human capital is the most important resource there is.
Once again, congratulations to Atia on their 70th anniversary. Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Don't forget to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. And be sure to also tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See ya then.